I stabbed him to death.
Okay.
Then decapitated his head and hands and arms.
Okay.
I then took the head and put it in my car trunk along with the hands in bags, plastic Ziploc bags.
This is a murder scene. Decapitation. It's an ugly spot.
Do you know how long it's gonna take? I have plans.
These were moments when parents uncovered their son's chilling secret. On January 11th, 2023, just before 4:30 p.m., Waller County Sheriff deputies reported to a home on Oak Hollow in response to a call about a possible death. When they arrived at the property, they discovered a gory crime scene. The house belonged to a Texan family. Their son, 21-year-old Jared Discus, lived in a home at the back of the property with his wife, Angie Diaz. They were a young couple who got married 2 months back. Jared's parents became suspicious when he turned up at the main house without his wife, since he was only recently discharged from the hospital due to a mental health issue. His strange response to the question of where Angie was prompted them to go check on her. They found the dismembered body of their daughter-in-law and immediately called 911.
Waller County 911.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Rodney Dacus. I need an ambulance and police at so-called Boulevard. Please.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know everything, but my son's wife is dead. Please.
Okay.
Jared remained at the home until deputies arrived. When deputies reported, they found Angie dead and decapitated and dismembered in a small cabin.
I had him in the hospital 2 days ago. He was hearing voices. I told the doctor to keep him, and the doctor said he was fine.
Yeah, she was just brutally decapitated. She's got stab wounds to her back. Her head's in the bathtub. I mean, it's a...
So redhead?
No, she's dark Hispanic.
No. The one you got detained, old redheaded boy?
Yeah. I got as far,
Sergeant.
I got as far as the doorway. I didn't.
Yeah, don't go in. This is a murder scene. Decapitation. It's an ugly spot. Dion's got the suspect detained in his back seat. All right. So where's the body?
So,
in there?
Yeah. If you step up on the third ladder up there, you can peek your head and you see.
Up here?
Yeah.
Blake said her head is somewhere else in the tub. Okay.
I gotta wait for CID to get here.
Okay. Hello, ma'am. I'm Deputy Lewis.
He and the family were taken in for questioning, and he later confessed to the killing. During interrogation, Jared also confessed to being intoxicated. Deputies believed that a kitchen knife was used as the murder weapon.
And he has been acting really strange lately.
Okay.
He called an ambulance on himself the other night.
Okay.
And said he was on drugs, but I don't believe that he was. I think something's wrong.
Okay. Jared. Randy Lewis, you remember me?
Yes, sir.
You okay?
Yes.
Are you the homeowner? We'd like to ask for your consent to go into the house.
Into my house?
Yes.
No.
Okay, without, we're going to get a search warrant.
Angie and Jared had only just gotten married in October 2022 after they met at her job. Jared Discus was arrested and charged with murder. He was eventually sentenced to 40 years behind bars after he pleaded guilty. On March 1st, 2021, at approximately 1:48 p.m., police responded to a home in Colorado after a mother made a gruesome discovery of a head and hands inside the closet in the room of her 19-year-old son, Brian Cohee. The disturbed dialed 911. Before this time, a 69-year-old man, Warren Barnes, had mysteriously gone missing.
111 is John. What's the address emergency?
Hi, there is an emergency. I found something in my son's closet wrapped in a plastic bag.
Okay, what was it?
I think it's a human head.
It's a what?
I think it's a human head.
How old is he?
19.
Body cam footage shows the moment police officers arrived at the house. Brian Cohee approached them and immediately confessed to murdering Barnes.
Okay, so parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Like, for real human head and hands?
Yes.
From?
That fellow who went missing recently.
Which fellow was that?
Warren Brown.
Warren Brown? When did he go missing?
The night of the 27th.
The night of the 27th? Okay. And how did you end up with him?
I murdered him.
With what?
A knife.
Why would you have done that?
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
Okay. Where did you do that at?
Underneath the bridge.
Which bridge?
The one past
Okay.
near the weird intersection.
Okay. Do you have anything on you? He's going to cut, poke, hurt, stick me anything without reaching for nothing? Don't reach for nothing.
My phone and my wallet, that's
okay.
it.
Well, I'm going to have you face that way. Put your hands on top of your head for me real quick. I just want to make sure you interlace your fingers for me real quick, all right?
Go ahead. Phone?
Okay. How do you know this guy?
They told me that was what was in the wallet.
What do you mean that was?
No, Brian, how did you come across this
How'd
guy?
you come across the gentleman?
I was driving,
Uh-huh.
and I saw a strange shape near the railway.
Uh-huh.
So I parked my car and investigated it,
Okay.
and I found it to be a man sleeping.
Okay. Where's the knife at?
It is in my sunken car. Well, it's in my car.
I had that
previously
I
sunken.
this is going to be an invest, and I'll take it from there.
Okay. So, did that happen when you crashed your car? Or is that totally different?
That's related, but a different event.
Okay. How's it related?
Well, when I killed him, I tried disposing of his body by putting it in the river, but
Okay,
I parked too low in the river. and
Where's
my
the
car-
rest of his body at?
Huh?
Where's the rest of the body at?
What parts?
The body, Brian. Where's his body?
Down the river.
Okay. I'm gonna have you walk over here. You're gonna sit in the back of my partner's patrol car for a minute, okay? Not yet.
Okay.
I'm not feeling too well.
You're not feeling too well? All right.
No, these past few days I've been very, very anxious.
That's understandable. So what we're gonna have you do here is I'm just gonna have you sit in the back here, okay? I'm gonna turn on the air for you in a second. That way you're not too hot. Are you a hot-blooded or cold-blooded kind of guy?
I am very cold-blooded. I prefer cold. Well, no, actually, sorry, hot-blooded.
Hot-blooded. So you prefer the cold? Okay, fantastic.
Thank
All
you.
right. So hop in here. I know you're tall, so it's a little bit of a tight squeeze, but like I said, I'll get that air on for you.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Let me do it. You go inside.
Well, let's stay out here with me for a minute.
Sit down. Come on, sit down, baby.
Can I go in there and verify here
Oh,
first?
yeah, please.
Let me
We
go
haven't
through
seen
that.
it. Yeah, we
Okay.
haven't looked at it.
It's under the towel in the sink.
Okay.
Yeah, I covered it with a towel.
Okay.
I didn't want him to see it because we didn't want him to run. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you might want to call investigations. So, oh yeah, he already, I asked him what was going on. He said, I killed the guy. I stabbed him. That's his head.
It was under this bridge.
It was under this bridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cohey's mother, Terry Cohey, recounts the moment that she discovered the decomposing head and hands as she tries to help the detective make sense of what just happened.
The doctor had said, yes, he's ADHD, yes, he's autistic, yes, he's this. Oh, and there's some indications that he should get further testing because of potential psychosis. And he said he's not taking his medication, or is he on medications now? He's on ADHD medicine. Okay. That he takes before work. Okay. On his part-time job. Okay. And he takes sertraline, which is an anti-anxiety, antidepressant. Okay. So he's been diagnosed. Mine's textbook weird.
Footage also shows Cohey telling police investigators how he ambushed and carried out the deadly attack on the homeless man. Cohey confessed that he attempted to get rid of the rest of Barnes's body at the Blue Heron boat ramp, where his car got stuck in the Colorado River.
You said you murdered someone.
I did.
Did you know the person?
No.
No?
No. I was driving one night. I was in a, shall we say, bad state of mind.
Okay.
I saw a strange shape by the railway tracks, so I investigated, and it revealed me a homeless person sleeping. Well, I presumed homeless, because he was there.
Okay.
So, I stabbed him to death.
Okay.
Then decapitated his head and hands and arms.
Okay.
I then took the head and put it in my car trunk along with the hands in bags, plastic Ziploc bags. I took it back to my house, cleaned off the knife, tried to hide the head and hands, removed the trash in my car that was stained in blood. And then I tried sleeping. However, I was quite stupid, shall we say, because I decided that's too much evidence. The body needs to be dumped in the river. So I took the body in the trunk, drove it to the Blue Heron drop-off point, and unsuccessfully dumped the body. This is not to be taken offense, but police, they don't seem to care as much about high-risk individuals, homeless people, prostitutes, etc. So I was deliberately looking for someone who lived that type of life.
In February 2023, Brian Cohey was found guilty of first-degree murder and was sentenced to life without parole. On March 13, 2022, the Lyon County Sheriff's Office received a call from a man named Casey Valley informing them that his 18-year-old sister Naomi Irian was yet to return from work a day after she left home. She wasn't answering her phone, and there had been no activity on her bank account. Surveillance footage from a Walmart parking lot in Fernley, Nevada, showed that around 5 a.m. on Saturday, March 12, 2022, 18-year-old Naomi Irian parked her vehicle in the parking lot and was waiting for a shuttle to take her to her job. At 5:24 a.m., a man with a gray hooded sweatshirt, dark pants or jeans, and dark tennis shoes approached her vehicle and entered before driving off the parking lot. 3 days after Irian disappeared, her four-door sedan was discovered in an industrial area near Fernley.
You approached it at all?
So I went up to it just to make sure nobody was in it, and that's it.
All right. Did you see any shoe impressions?
No, so I did walk around it just to look at all angles, make sure nobody was like tucked in or anything. But I was just driving all over looking for it, and as I was getting off here, I saw it sitting there.
The area where the car was found had several stores with CCTV. Detectives requested surveillance footage from the different stores and began to review them. They were able to determine that the man who drove and abandoned Naomi's car in the dirt left the scene in a black truck. Unfortunately, they were unable to make out who the man was from the blurry images.
Naomi's car can be seen on the road nearby and later parked in the dirt lot at 3:30 p.m., 10 hours after her kidnapping. An unknown suspect gets out of Naomi's car and walks on the road. A short time later, at 4:12 p.m., a gray, bluish truck drives by the same road and parks close to Naomi's car. The driver gets out, goes back to Naomi's car, and shifts it to another spot in the dirt lot. Then the driver leaves the car, gets back in his truck, and drives away. Investigators are still unable to identify the unknown driver at that distance.
Convinced that it was a Chevrolet truck, investigators worked with several Chevrolet dealerships to make a list of the owners of Chevrolet trucks that matched the description in the western Nevada area. Police then put out a statement that they were searching for a suspect driving a dark, newer model Chevrolet Silverado High Country truck. Irian's sedan was searched and analyzed forensically. On March 25th, police arrested 41-year-old Troy Driver as the prime suspect in the kidnapping after surveillance footage captured a man looking like him walking to his truck after having just left Naomi's vehicle.
And not only that, when the suspect strolled from Naomi's vehicle to his truck, he inadvertently passed right in front of the CCTV camera. The sight sent shivers down the spines of the entire investigating team. It was Troy Driver.
I'll cuff, just so we don't have to switch. Don't move. Troy Driver?
Yes.
You have anything on you that's going to poke, prod, stab me?
I've got a pocket knife in my front left pocket.
Okay, aside from that?
No.
Okay, I'm going to roll you over on your right side, okay?
Okay.
All right, put your knee up this way. Whoever's going up to that building, tell them I'll come up with the warrant here shortly. Okay.
Is someone calling you Nick?
Probably.
try to answer on your phone.
You want to finish searching? Okay. Boss speaking. Hey. We just got him in custody.
Troy Driver had an extensive juvenile criminal history, including pleading guilty to being an accomplice to murder and a series of armed robberies at age 17. Troy Driver was initially charged with kidnapping. His charges were later extended to cover murder, first-degree kidnapping, robbery, burglary of a motor vehicle, and destruction of evidence after Irian's body was discovered. Prosecutors also alleged that he raped Irian before shooting her. After detaining Troy, officers obtain warrants and head to Troy's parents' residence to conduct a search.
Hello? Yeah. I'll let you get the dogs locked up and then we'll have a conversation real quick, please.
It takes all this to have a conversation.
You got a search warrant for your residence. So who else is inside besides you three and the other little girl?
That's it.
Just the four of you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
How's it going, guys? Can we come on in and make sure there's nobody else in here, and then we'll talk to you on the side and we'll get what we have to get going, okay? There's nobody else in the house? Okay.
I answered that. Do I need to take it off to make you guys not shoot me?
Come over here, please. Come over here, please. We'll secure it real quick while we're talking, if you don't mind.
Just leave it.
Just leave it. Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, come on, I can't. I've got wrecked shoulders.
As best you can.
That's it.
Ty, you good with them?
Yeah.
I have a CCW.
We know you have a CCW.
You don't have any weapons on you, did you say? Sure. Do you have any guns or anything on you?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Rhonda, can we go talk, where's a good place where we can talk outside for a minute?
The back porch, I guess.
Well, let's just, that's fine. We have a search warrant signed by a judge that allows us to look for firearms, okay? And we're going to seize firearms from this residence because we have probable cause to believe that Troy has firearms in this residence.
Oh, not at all.
Okay, just shut up. They can go. They're not going to. They don't believe us. Nobody's in there. You think you're going to believe us if Troy has no firearms here?
Hey, can you hang out too?
I'm going this way.
Okay. Did Troy bring firearms over here in the last 2 weeks?
No.
No.
Okay.
I haven't even seen him myself. Wait, when
No,
I
he
seen him?
came over.
Well, I was shoeing horses. So
Yeah.
I might have missed him.
He came over and helped me with something. I can't remember something I needed help with. And that's it.
Okay.
He rarely comes over here because he's working all the time.
Okay.
Police then bring in Troy's girlfriend for questioning, during which she recounts a strange incident that happened on the night of the kidnapping.
I'm going to empty out the truck, all the camping gear. And I was like, it's Sunday, and I was like, we can leave that for later. We have all day, I told him. And then the next day, he didn't have to go to work because we were going to go to Alonso's court. And I was like, we have like all this time in the world, like, and me and him, we watch a show together, a series, Walking Dead, and we watch an episode in the morning and one before we go to sleep. And I told him, let's watch an episode of Walking Dead. And he's like, no, I gotta clean out the truck.
On March 29th, following a tip connected to her disappearance, investigators were led to a remote part of neighboring Churchill County, where they found a possible gravesite and recovered the body of a woman from the scene. The remains were later identified as Irian's. Driver was found dead on August 6th, 2023, in his cell during a routine inmate check. The cause of death was ruled as suicide by asphyxiation.